Okay, what's up, everybody? Okay, I'm really kind of hyped up for tonight for this, so I'm ready to review this show. AEW Dynamite, folks, and man, do I got a lot to say about this show, okay? There was a lot going on, which was pretty good, but then there's a lot going on that downright sucked, okay? And I'm gonna get into it, and I'm trying to understand why was this even put on TV to begin with, some of these things that went down tonight. So let's get off the bat, huh? Let's go right off the get-go. Houston, Texas, they were tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I feel like they're in Texas a lot. If you ask me, my co-host told me they were there last month, but they come to Texas a lot often, though. Right off the bat, we had the Owen Hart Cup tournament match. I believe it was the first round and whatnot. We kick it off with Samoa Joe versus the Joker card. And who was going to be the Joker card? It ended up being Johnny Elite, or as Twitter, or well, AEW's Twitter said, Johnny Gargano. But, hey, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite, which I figured it would be if he would be here. It's Johnny Elite, okay? So, nice to see Morrison. I've always been a big fan of his and whatnot. I have liked him a lot in the past few years now from being in, Lucha Underground and Impact. His last run in WWE honestly was not really well, but it was good to see him here against Samoa Joe. Now I know everybody's talking about that big botch that happened when he, jumped off the top rope onto Joe on the ground and barely hit him, which I can understand that. That was pretty bad, even though he does that move a lot. I didn't mind this match, and the crowd, they were excited to see Johnny out there. I didn't really think he was gonna beat Samoa Joe, but I am glad he is here. Now I'm gonna get into the next Joker card, who I was kind of hoping was gonna be later on, but man, how wrong was I? I'm gonna get into that bullshit later on, but I did enjoy this match. Samoa Joe ended up getting the win onto Johnny Elite with the Muscle Buster. I really never thought Joe was going to lose here anyways. Right after Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satam Singh came out and attacked him, hit Joe's arm with a lead pipe and whatnot. Next thing you know, Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Roppongi Vice, which, man, I guess he healed from COVID that easily because Beretta was supposed to be on that New Japan show on Saturday. And Chuck Taylor were out there with chairs basically running him off and stuff. But obviously, I believe, them hitting Joe's arm with the lead pipe is going to play into the tournament later on like the semifinals. So we'll see what happens with that. But I enjoyed the match, though. Like I said, pretty botchy, but, it was what it was. Joe getting the win. So, not not surprised by that, but it was a good Joker card out there. Just see Morrison out there and whatnot. Next, I know they talked to the Hardys in the back. Jeff was getting, taped up in the trainer's room, his ribs. The Bucks showed up then saying like, hey, Jeff, why you still doing this? Okay, hey, man, if you want to back out now, you don't got to do this match. Jeff told me to get y'all Christian, AF BS out of here, which I thought that was funny, and that you guys are just Hardy cosplayers, or haven't that been told? Haven't the Bucks been, damn near compared to the Hardys or wannabe Hardys for the past like 5-6 years now? Because I've even said that myself. They're basically damn near like the Hardy Boys and whatnot, and they called them cosplayers and says, "Get here before you get your asses kicked before this match even happens." Okay, so that segment happened. Next, CM Punk came out, which, listen, I'm not going to go into this debate because I've already seen people go online back and forth on Twitter about what CM Punk's T-shirt and whatnot, the whole abortion rights and stuff. I'm not gonna go into any political thing. I know what's going on in Texas. Not like I don't watch the news, but I'm not gonna go into that and whatnot. Hey, it's your opinion. You can think on whatever you want to think about it. But I've seen people already argue about politics and wrestling, or just whatever, or someone say this is just Punk trying to get himself over or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going into that. But then again, Punk on Twitter, you don't know what he's even going to say on Twitter nowadays, which even I'm kind of looking at him sometimes sideways because did he say something about the whole Sasha Naomi thing? And then he gets like, why is another person from a different company saying something? But I don't know. I'm not going to go on the whole Punk shirt thing right now, but I've already seen people go literally heavily debated on that tonight. Um, but CM Punk was out there for commentary as, once again, another, pro CM Punk crowd out there. Hangman Page went against Kenosuke Takashita out there. He is from the DDT promotion. Um, but yes, Kenosuke, I hope I said his name right. Yeah, from the DDT. Um, or is it Konosuke? Okay, I'm trying to say it right. All right. But yeah, he's from the DDT promotion. I actually liked this match. I enjoyed Punk on commentary. I thought that both him and Hangman was really good. Some would say it was a spot fest and whatnot, but I actually enjoyed this match. Now I was skeptical, given that he's from the DDT promotion. I think I've said this before because I've seen what they've done down there, and I don't know why they really have a partnership. But at least they sent someone here that's actually pretty good, okay? Because I've seen a lot of silly shit they've done down there in DDT, which honestly I don't know why they would even try to work with these guys. But I enjoyed Takashita out here. Okay, him and Hangman. This is a match. Like someone said, they was working strong style out there, of course, but this was good. I enjoyed this match. Hangman got the win. Right after that, what happened after that? Hmm. Trying to remember what happened after that, but yeah, right after Hangman, he ended up winning with the GTS. By the way, let me say that. But yeah, Punk got the win from there. Now I said Punk got the win from there, GTS. But yeah, Hangman got the win. Like I said, enjoyable match. I thought it was really good. Um, you know, right after, Punk's just saying, hey, buy this show, buy the thing, pay-per-view. Punk basically, got on the stage and everything, putting his arms up. Hangman, putting the title up. But like I said, Punk basically got more cheers than Hangman out there. But like I said, I enjoyed the match. Right after that, I still think Punk's going to win. Right after, I know they had some promo with Fuego del Sol talking about the House of Black again. Why is he still feuding with these guys? And honestly, when I saw him talk about them, I was like, who gives a fuck? And then again, you got the Dark Order help you. So who really gives a fuck now? Okay, like, I don't care about Fuego going against not even the Dark Order, but the House of Black. Like, dude, like, haven't they beat the crap out of this guy? I don't know how many times. I can't even count anymore. So why is this a feud? Why should people care about this? Literally think about that. Why should people care about this? It's not nothing to really care about. So I don't give a fuck about that. But moving on, no. What else did we have going on in this show? Other than that, yeah, Keith Lee, Swerve, squash match against the Workhorsemen, JD Drake and Anthony Henry. Keith Lee, man, it's one thing I want to say. It's kind of funny every time they debut somebody every other week on AEW, they say it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Is everybody a game changer every time they debut in this company? Like, really think about that for a second. But this was a squash match, basically, keeping them our tag team, him and Swerve. I did like to finish the whole Spirit Bomb like stomp thing. That was okay, but Keith said it's his home state, and they start talking. Being the top 5 ranked tag team and whatnot. Hobbs and Starks come out. It looked like Starks looked like he was dressed to go to a yacht party, but they call him like a bar of soap out there with pearl necklace on. And as they start talking about each other, Christian and the Jungle Express came out, basically throwing out the challenge of Double or Nothing, triple threat tag team match, which I expected it for the tag team titles. But Cage says next week it's going to be Jungle Boy and Swerve and Starks in a 3-way for next week. And whatnot. Will Christian turn on Jungle Boy and them? We'll see what happens with that. Still kind of waiting on that, but not much dissension there. Tony Schiavone interviewed both Chris Statlander and Red Velvet for Rampage this Friday in the tournament. They basically talk about the tournament for a minute. Jade and them showed up then, the rest of the baddie section, and once again telling, Schiavone to cut the shit. That's basically Jade's catchphrase, which is great. Tony, cut the shit, okay? Next, probably the best segment, or maybe one of the best things on this show in general, was MJF and Sean Spears coming out there. Oh, we're not in Long Island anymore. We're in Texas, a bunch of hicks. And he's like almost trying to throw up out there. Fans chanting asshole and shut the fuck up chants. As they're talking about Wardlow. Wardlow comes out like Goldberg then, being handcuffed, surrounded by security and stuff, which MJF even spit in his face, and he was gonna give him 10 lashes like Cody Rhodes. Basically, Wardlow sold all those belt shots to the back, which just kept pissing MJF off, and he's just hitting him with the belt several times, which Wardlow didn't flinch. He just kind of like shrugged his shoulders, like he really didn't care, that he felt no pain out there. But Spears actually hit him, I guess, somewhat in the neck with it, which Wardlow did kind of sell a little and got pissed in after that. But they had to do one more shot to make it 10. Fans chanted Wardlow. MJF like he was, winding it up, but he ended up nut-shotting Wardlow and then hit him again several times with the belt, and then even took his diamond ring and hit Wardlow with it as Spears covered him. Like his Wardlow's got to face Spears to get to MJF, and MJF had the count. So yeah, they beat up Wardlow out here, but this was great. Okay, this was a great segment. Like I said, Wardlow was just like no selling anything, but like just kept pissing MJF off until all right, I got a low blow him and beat the living crap out of him. So this is a match I am looking forward to, the pay per view with Wardlow and MJF. That was really good. Roppongi Vice are in the back, basically saying, they want to shot the Ring of Honor tag titles since it's avoided them, and now they want the IWGP tag titles, then the AEW tag titles. Why should we really care about Roppongi Vice going after FTR? Well, then again, like, if you watch Ring of Honor before, you've probably seen him go after the Ring of Honor tag titles. Or if you are a New Japan fan, you've probably seen him go after the tag team title. What like the junior tag team champions? Never went for the heavyweight ones, but I don't know, okay? But I'd rather see Roppongi Vice than the best friends out there, so I can say that. Ray Phoenix went against Kyle O'Reilly in the Owen Hart Cup tournament. I enjoyed this match. I liked it. It's a different clash of styles. Yes, it is. High flying versus more submission based out there. Like more, like I said, more ground based style with O'Reilly. I like this match a lot. I really did enjoy it. O'Reilly basically catching Phoenix in midair, then put him like to an arm bar and leg submission for the win. So I liked O'Reilly and Phoenix a lot. That was a really good match. Probably one of the best ones on this show. So like I said, the styles clash and everything. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of no selling too. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna say complain about, but I enjoyed this a lot. Next, the Blackpool Combat Club came out. No Wheeler Yuta, as he is in New Japan right now for the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. Basically, they Mox, Danielson, Regal, Kingston, and Santana Ortiz came out. Jericho and crew came out then saying they don't want the music played or the pyro. Jake Hager looks like he's dressed to go to a PTA meeting for some reason, or him in that Hawaiian shirt with that blank stare, just kind of standing there like, he has no soul for some reason. He just stands there with a blank face. And Jericho and them talked about Regal. Hey, man, I thought you'd be dead at this point, okay? All the stuff you've done, you're an addict, you've been fired from every company you've ever been in, and now you weaseled your way into AEW just to ride the coattails of your proteges and stuff, and basically talking about Regal and them, like, hey, Kingston, I burned your face last week. Why are you here? You should ought to be taking your family and your wife and stuff. Santana Ortiz, I brought you into this thing, okay? And look how ungrateful you are now. Danielson, you're the greatest wrestler in the world. You're just a squeaky nerd. You're not like everybody else and whatnot, but hanging around all these guys, you're just being addicts and being a rehabilitation program just like Moxley there. So Jericho literally throwing the lyrical bullets at people tonight, going under also, just calling everybody an addict out there, and that Danielson could probably be part of them. But Jericho said, Regal, Moxie, your birds of a feather and whatnot. Just go home and whatnot. So, or else I'm gonna throw a fireball in your face, or maybe I'll piss in your tea again. WWF Raw, probably what 2000, 2001, I think that was. So, if you know that segment, go look it up, folks, because I remember it. Regal said, I first met you in 1997, and, you just a whining voice all the time. You made me sick to my stomach, and whatnot, would like be screams from a burning orphanage. And that, yes, you said a lot of things about me and whatnot, but, we worked together in the ring. I would take his toothbrush out of your bag and stick it up your butt and whatnot. And Garcia, how could he do this, Regal do to someone? And he says, actually, Flower, I did that to yours last week, okay? But Jericho said, you know what? Okay, I have a match. Me and Hager came up, and I swear to God, I thought he was about to say the Stadium Stampede, which he did. But Moxley said, no. I ain't doing that shit, okay? No Stadium Stampede. Go. It's a different time now. We're not doing this again. It's going to be 5-on-5. Whatever, gang rules, some anarchy match. Listen, I'll take anything else out of that Stadium Stampede again, okay? I'll take anything, whatever, some 5-on-5, whatever match. But we're going to do the sport we love against a bunch of stupid bullshit, all right? So we're gonna do this different. But Jericho says, you know what? Okay, we're a well-oiled machine. There's a lot of issues with y'all. Like, oh yeah, there's history, which they brought up from past stuff. Santana and Moxley trying to take each other's eyes out, or Danielson calling Kingston lazy and everything, and he's a self-indulgent prick. Which Kingston agreed that Danielson is one, but Danielson just kind of shrugged it off and whatnot. But Kingston said, I don't care about the pay-per-view. I don't care about this crowd. I don't care about buys, ratings. I'm ready to fight. Enough of the bullshit. Let's go. Jericho and them looked like they were going to come out there, but they said, nah, we'll wait another time. Kingston tried to go after them, but Danielson stopped him. Kingston and Danielson get in his way, and they start pushing each other then. So now it's dissension between them. I don't know. I don't know what this match's anarchy thing is going to be. Could it be blood and guts? Could it be a cage? Could it be war games? Could it be something? Or I don't know what it will be, okay? But it's better than the whole doing another Stadium Stampede match, okay? Matt Sydal and Dante Martin were in the back. I guess they were talking about the Blackpool Combat Club, and so they challenged him to a match this Friday, right? So there you go. Next, Britt Baker was out there for her tournament match against the Joker. And I'm gonna be honest, when I saw this, I literally was like, you gotta be kidding me. I said, oh no to myself, and I said, you know what? Fuck this bullshit. I'm going to work on my new design on my computer because I got stuff to sell, okay? And money to make. Graphic design. I even just went to probably just go check on my food. The minute they brought Maki Ito out there to face Britt Baker, which they said, oh, remember, they were a tag team over a year ago at Revolution. Who cares? And I don't even know if the crowd cared all the way. I did not pay attention to this match. I gave zero shits about this. This was bad, and from the little I saw, it just looked bad, okay? So you couldn't get anybody else for this tournament. You could have brought Athena in, who is from Texas. You could have brought Taya in, which I even expected it was going to be Taya, given that her husband was here tonight. You could have brought in, I know it's a different name. It's not Tegan Knox, but what, Nixon Newell? Hell, you could have brought Candice LeRae. You could have brought any other woman right now that's a free agent, whoever's been released from the WWE at this point. You could have brought any of them in, but you wanted to bring Maki Ito in. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm sure what Tony Khan's got appeal to the internet marks and stuff because he's got oh, maybe they wanted to see her. Who wanted to see this? Who in God's name? I didn't pay attention. I gave zero shits about this match. I said, fuck this match. I even said this is damn near disrespectful to Owen Hart in a way. People talked about being disrespectful with the whole ladder thing last week with Jeff and Darby, especially with the whole jumping off the high ladder, and I'm sure people compared that to Owen's death and everything, but this was just disrespectful, I thought, right here, this match with Baker and Maki Ito. Hey, if you a fan of hers, hey, God bless you, good luck to you, but this was fucking stupid. Okay? And this match went what, 7 minutes? You could have just threw this on Rampage. Good God, you could have threw this on Dark. Okay? I did not care. This was bad. This was fucking stupid, and it shouldn't have been on TV. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Who really? I just, the minute I saw that, I was like, oh no. I said, fuck this. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to do something else. I wasn't going to waste my time with this shit. That was fucking retarded. That was dumb. All of that was dumb. And Baker won, which I'm not surprised by. And then Tony Storm just basically came out and, they're going to be in the semifinals. And then next, here's another segment that went on too long. And let me go to the segment because what Tony Schiavone's talking about is going to be 3 years of AEW. But Serena D came out and interrupted, and basically she wanted to talk and talk about, talking about people said she couldn't beat Thunder Rosa, and when she got in the ring, calling out Dustin Rhodes then, which fans chanted Dustin. So, I know you all would cheer, and, your failed sports teams here, and, you're a failure, Rhodes, and, Jim Ross may be the only one with brains around here, and, I respected you at one point, but now, I got to pay. It's tough, to be a woman in that era and whatnot, and talk about she had to put, breast implants on her, and, just to satisfy some old pervert. Or okay, we're taking the shots at the WWE again, I see. And, shave my head, and I still got no respect. And, why I know Rosa would beat her and, answer the question, you don't have the balls to. And I respected you one time, but you will once I get the title. And then Thunder Rosa came out, and Deep slapped Rhodes, and Rosa tried to go after her, but Rhodes held Rosa back, which Rosa ended up elbowing Dustin to get out of there, and then tried to help him up as Deep held up the title. Listen, let me say this: Serena Deeb needs a mouthpiece or a manager or something. I zoned out 5 minutes. I had to rewind it. I zoned out 5 minutes after the promo. I get it; she was being real out there. And I understand that. And I'm sure a lot of people probably would have cheered. But it looked like nobody cared. People did what chants out there. Even my co said, nobody gives a shit about your shaved head, nigga, okay? No one gives a crap about you shaved your head. We get it. You were in straight edge society. I remember it, all right? But I did not care. I was like, man, how long is this going on? And I like Serena Deeb. I think Serena Deeb's a great wrestler. But that promo was not easy to get through. And it just dragged and it dragged, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. I understand the meaning to it. I get the point she was trying to make out there, but man, this just sounded boring. Like, I thought the promo was already bad the first time I heard when Thunder Rosa did, but she needs a manager, something. Okay, get a manager, because that just did not go out well. That was rough to get through, and like I said, I had to rewind it. I zoned out 5 minutes because even I was like, what is she talking about out here? Like, okay, you shaved your head, man. That was like 10 years ago. Or shit, more than that now that I think about it. So I don't I don't even know. I don't know. But hey, I'm sure Rosa and Dee will still have a great match of Double or Nothing, but these promos have been trash. They've not been good. Or they just don't sound good on the microphone against each other. And no one seemed to be interested in that crowd also. They did what chance? What does that tell you? In the main event, Adam Cole, Jeff Hardy, which this match started at like what 8:51 over here, so they had like 9 or 8 minutes left in this show, which they even went through a whole commercial break, which was picture in picture. I swear this match was like 5 to 6 minutes. And listen, maybe Jeff was hurt, or maybe it's the selling from last week and whatnot, but they could have waited another week to do this match. Honestly, you could have like cut that segment out with the whole D promo and everything, and maybe you could have given this more time. Hell, you could have cut that damn Maki Ito and Baker match and maybe shaved that up and put 2-3 minutes on that, and probably gave Jeff and Adam Cole here, who are actual stars, if you want to go. If I may be going too far with that nowadays, depending on how you want to look at it. But two people that are actual stars out there could have more time in this, okay? But Cole got the win. I'm not really surprised by this, interference, and Jeff almost got the win, Swanton, but Cole got out the way and, hit the last shot for the win. Right after then, the Bucks came out as the Hardys were about to get Cole. They were going to super kick them, but Cole ended up taking them out from behind. They ended up hitting the BT trigger on Matt Hardy. Darby came out for the save then with Sting and whatnot, but the rest of the Undisputed Era came out there and they took out Darby. Sting's just taking everybody, even though the chair shot and threw it at O'Reilly's face. I thought that was hilarious, but they ended up getting put down by a double super kick, and then they put like a chair in Sting's leg, which O'Reilly jumped off the top with the knee drop on it, as they were all beating up the Hardys and Sting and Darby as the show went off the air, saying they ran out of time, which, by the way, they had to cram a lot. They must have crammed a lot of this show, so they were like pressed for time tonight. They really were. Okay, this show, especially in the second hour, just went off the rails, and like anything was just going, and it was not well. Okay, it really wasn't. The best thing out of this show was the MJF Wardlow segment. Okay, and I enjoyed O'Reilly and Ray Phoenix out there too. Even Joe and Johnny Elite out there for the time being too. Okay, so at least it was good to see his debut, but stuff from the Baker, Maki Ito bullshit did not need to be on TV. That D promo went on forever and it was just boring. I enjoyed Cole and Takashita out there. I actually liked that match. That wasn't that bad. Keith and Swerve was whatever. They just beat some jobbers, so I'm not surprised. It's whatever. But the whole Blackpool Combat Club Jericho segment was, well, shit, Jericho was just taking lyrical shots at everybody out there. But even I'm like, Mox, no, whatever, stadium, whatever. Okay, we don't want to see it. No more. No more. So this show was rough to get through. Okay, this was a rough show. All right, so yeah, that's what I got to say about Dynamite tonight. Hey, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this show, because, man, there was a lot of crazy shit to say about this. And I'm not even sure if this was the really best thing tonight. This was a rough one to get through, okay? Like, especially in the second hour. That's where shit just fell apart. Like, the minute the Maki Ito thing happened, it's like I almost had to check myself out. I just damn near checked out of the show from there. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You could have brought anybody else out there, and maybe that would have popped the crowd. This did not pop the crowd. And if it did, whew, I question y'all intelligence sometimes when it comes to wrestling. I really do. But I'm done. I'm out. I'm gonna go check out the rest of this whole Best of the Super Junior thing and whatnot, because I've actually kind of enjoyed that a little bit more than I did with tonight's show, which, like I said, first hour wasn't bad, but I'm gonna go check that out. All right, but I'm done. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodTheKnight890. Peace out. Done with this shit. Cut the shit, as Jade would say. I'm out.